Happy Saturday afternoon, you guys. So listen, this is our tribe meeting. For those that are new around these parts, when we do our tribe meetings, it's a little more informal. So we're going to say hi to the people as you guys come in. Hey, Amber, Powerful, Shay, Gabby, hey. Hey, The Informed, L Steel, Soul Fieri. Glad you're covering this Drake Kendrick drama. I have no idea what's happening. Just keep hearing that. Ciao. Tan, Keisha, Marilyn, Alexis, Crazy Homebody Girl. Marilyn, hey, Marnie. Hey, what's up, Star? Sheila. Okay. If I missed your name, charge it to my head, not my heart. Come on in. Hit the like button. Take a seat down front, okay? The people that have been green, we had to expand the VIP section, baby. We got so many new members. We had to expand the VIP section, but we are in the process of expanding the VIP section. Please excuse our dust, okay? But there should be enough seats as you guys come on in. Do not forget the smoking section is upstairs. So you need to follow the people who've been here before. If you are a smoker, just raise your hand and the Urshas will get you guys together. Tracy will be making mixed drinks in the back. I don't think she's here yet, but when she gets here, she will be making mixed drinks in the back. Okay. Depending on how many people are here, we may pull out, what's some things called, y'all, that y'all like to do upstairs in the smoking section. What's some things? The hookah. Okay, but it's got to be a certain amount of people here. They're not gonna pull the hookah out if it ain't enough people. We gotta have enough people before we can pull out the hookah. Okay, all right. So y'all come on in. Now we have some new subscribers. I hope you guys will come down. If you're new here, just say hi. We don't bite. We're very friendly around these parts. Okay, we're very friendly around these parts. So if you are new here, just say hi. Raise your hand. And we'll get you guys together. Now, let's get into some things of the things. First of all, a couple of quick announcements. Next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Now, I am a teacher and I would love to be appreciated. However, if you have a child that is in a school, I want you to do something nice for your child's school. I want you to do something nice for your child's teacher. Please and please and please again, okay? Just make sure y'all do something. I mean, again, it could be a gift card, $5 gift card to Starbucks, $5 gift card to Target, honey. Well, maybe a $10 gift card to Target because y'all know how Target do you. But it don't have to be a lot. We just like to feel it. We just like to feel appreciated. We just like to feel like somebody really gives a about what we in here doing and taking care of these people cheering. Okay. But I mean, if you want to appreciate me next week, I ain't gonna tell you no. But make sure y'all spreading the love. Okay. Second announcement. This is last call for the tickets. I forgot to call the lady on Friday. So Lord, I hope they still had the tickets. I forgot to call her on Friday, but I have it on my to-do list to call her first thing Monday morning. They're not open on the weekend. So this is the last call. If you would like to attend the Mystics game with us on August the 17th, it is a home game here in DC. The tickets are $36. If you want to add concession, it's a $20 fee to add the concession, which will give you a $20 credit at the concession stand. I did get one email and I added you to the list. I believe I responded to the email. There is somebody that I'm looking for. If you are in the bushes, if you hear me, I really hope you hear me or hear this message before Monday. Somebody emailed me and I cannot find the email. I don't know what the subject was. And I've been scrolling. I cannot find the email, but somebody reached out to me and they want to go to the game. And they told me what their situation was. And I wanted to let them know that I was going to gift them a ticket, but I can't find the email. So if you were that person, if you reached out to me and you were saying how you wanted to go to the game, but I don't want to tell everybody the situation, the conversation, I should say. But if that was you, if you could please either resend that email or just reach out to me again. I just want to verify with you that you still want to go to the game. I normally wouldn't even say it publicly. I just can't find the daggone email. I just, but I am going to buy like a few extra tickets just in case. So once I talk to the lady on Monday, and I'll let you guys know if I have any extra tickets, because it's going to depend on whether they're in the tickets, if she released the tickets or not on Friday. But I will let you guys know. So if you're interested, this is last call. As of the last count, I think we had 12 tickets sold. So that's pretty good. I put 20 on hold. I think we got 12 tickets are accounted for. I think that's a pretty good number. All right. The last announcement, and then we're going to get into the topics. The last announcement is I did a video last night on Carlos King and Nicole Ray hair. She is accusing Carlos of stealing her idea for her show, Messy Monday. And I told you guys that we were going to do an interview so we can ask the questions and get a better timeline, a better understanding, all of those things. So Nicole and I have been talking. I believe the interview was going to be on Monday. The tentative time, it is not set, but the tentative time is 6:00 Eastern Standard Time. But we are confirming that. But the interview is scheduled for Monday. The time is just not set in stone yet. So once I lock in a time from Nicole, y'all know I'll do the thumbnail and I'll post it. So there's that. Now let's get into the topics. The time is 9 minutes and 5 seconds when KJ come through so he can put his timestamp of when the topics start. Let me say something to you Love and Marriage Huntsville people. See, every time I start thinking about I'm going to go back to the show and start reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville again, every time I get there and I'm like, well, it's kind of dry. It ain't really a lot going on. I'll go ahead and do the show. Then y'all start doing stupid-ish, which reminds me why I didn't want to do the show to begin with, right? So let me tell you, I did that video last night. And I called Melody Holt. Now, somebody in the chat corrected me, and I corrected myself. Y'all know one of my biggest pet peeves is when y'all put a comment in the comment section that has already been resolved in the video. Because what that tells me is that either A, you didn't watch the whole video, which is fine. You are not obligated to watch the whole video. But if you're going to criticize me about something I did, said, didn't do, didn't say, then yes, I do feel like you should watch the video and make sure that it was resolved or not resolved with your criticism. Number two, it's okay to correct me, right? But if you do finish watching the video and you realize, oh, she did correct herself, can you delete the damn comment? Because y'all, it's just coming off crazy. So now y'all are in there correcting me about the fact that I called that woman Melody Holt. Listen, her name was Melody Holt for 12 years. And my apologies that I sometimes might forget and don't call her Melody Cherie or Melody Rogers. But let me tell y'all what y'all not going to do. Y'all not going to drive me crazy over that. That video wasn't even about Melody. I said that woman's name, I think, 2 times. I'm going to need y'all to calm down. Y'all just do too much. Okay? It's not that serious. Number 2. I saw down on the streets today that Maurice Scott was suing some YouTubers for defamation. They doxed him, put a lot of information out. He said the information wasn't true. He gave them, he asked them to take it down, and he wanted an apology. Some of them took it down, but they didn't give him an apology, and so he sued them. Well, baby, one of them women's, the Black Titanic lady, baby, she done countersued Maurice. And I was listening to somebody who was reading through the documents, and I was like, this sounds very interesting. Now here again, y'all know I don't have nobody's law degree, okay? Y'all know I got my law degree from Matlock University by way of Law and Order College, Matlock College by way of Law and Order University. I'm sorry, I had that in the wrong order. Y'all know that I am currently employed at the law offices of Hood and Ghetto, okay? So I don't know everything about the law, but as I was listening to the countersuit that was read, it sounds like the argument is, hey, Remain Teachable, I can't attend the game. However, I would like to sponsor one ticket. Oh, thank you, Remain Teachable. Thank you so much. Remain Teachable sponsored a ticket, you guys. So if you are in the DC area and you would like to go to the game, but you know your funds wasn't funding, email me please and let me know, and I will make sure that ticket gets sponsored. The other person that I reached out to, whether it's her or whether it's somebody else, we will make sure. Thank you so much, Remain Teachable. I really appreciate the support, and I really appreciate that. I really, really do. You're right, I understand it was a mistake. You apologize. People need to let it go. I made a mistake about 2 hours ago on a live, and I apologize on a live. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, I do it all the time. Like, sometimes stuff just happens. You say it, whatever. But this woman literally changed her name, and I get it. But girl, you were Melody Holt. Like Tracy said, we met you as Melody Holt. Let it go. Give us a minute, okay? But it sounds like Black Titanic's argument is Maurice is a public figure, therefore, basically, defamation. Y'all know the whole argument about being a public figure, defamation. But here's the issue, and I would have to talk to Pam and really get more clarity on this. But here's my issue. My issue is this. If I'm on a television show, reality show, whatever, network, whatever, and you quote unquote dox me, you put my information out, you tell the people, and then you got to remember the stuff that they said about this man. First of all, let me finish one thought before I get back to that thought. Tracy, don't let me forget about passing the bar. That's what I was going to talk about with the bar. So they didn't just say, oh, Maurice, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Maurice wore a black suit on Tuesdays instead of a gray suit on Tuesdays. Oh, Maurice, he got evicted. He didn't pay his rent. He was evicted. Oh, Maurice, was involved in a hit and run and he didn't exchange his insurance. Like, they weren't accusing this man of stuff that you would be like, well, okay, that's kind of messed up. They were straight up saying that this man was damn El Chapo. They said that this man was basically running a criminal enterprise and he had been arrested of all of these drug charges and this, that, and the other. Maurice said, well, here's the thing, Xavier. So Xavier says the problem is that Maurice has to prove they knew it was a lie. See, here's where, and this is my opinion. Again, I would have to ask Pam for clarification. Here's my opinion, though. I think that when Maurice came down here and did the video, remember, Maurice did a video on his Instagram. And he said on his Instagram, that is not me. I have never been arrested. I have never been convicted. I have never been charged with a crime in my life. He was very specific and said, well, he's never been this, and this, right? He's never done any of these things. They even said that one of the crimes was out of Baltimore. He said, I've never been to Baltimore. Now, Kimmy is from Baltimore, or has lived in Baltimore. He said, I've never been to Baltimore. I was never charged with a crime. Like, he was very specific in saying what he had never done. And he even said, the person who you pulled up is Maurice, whatever, Scott. My name is Maurice, whatever, Scott. He was very clear to say, that's not me. And he did a video. He was very specific. And he said, I'm going to give you 30 days to fix it. He didn't say 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. He said, I'm going to give you 30 days to take the video down and to apologize. From my understanding, and I could be wrong, from my understanding, I think some of them took the video down, but I don't think any of them issued an apology. Now, to me, the apology part, it's whatever. Like, all right, whatever. However, comma, if they didn't take the video down after that man told you that wasn't him, that wasn't me. I have never done this, done that, done that. Like, oh, excuse me, y'all. He was very specific. So to me, at that point, he's putting you on notice that the information is a lie. You see what I'm saying? And I listened to some of those videos. I'm not going to call the content creator's name because I don't want them coming after me. But I've heard them basically say, I don't believe him. He's a liar. I know that that's him. So my thing is, so at this point now, you are willfully defaming him. Now, I don't know that to be a fact, y'all. That is my opinion. And I feel like that him doing that video was very deliberate. Him doing that video and being that specific in the video, to me, was him being very deliberate and letting you know, listen, this information, I'm trying to find my cloth to wipe my glasses. That's not me. So I say all that to say this. The other thing I want to say is, we know that Maurice has taken the bar exam very recently. He took the bar exam very recently. He's not somebody that's had his law license for the last 20 years and maybe something. Oh, there it is. And maybe he did something after he got his law license. No. He just passed the bar, 2 years ago? Took and passed the bar 2 years ago. Here is the thing, you guys. I have friends. Who were scared to not pay a parking ticket because that is how detailed of a background check they do when it's time to take the bar. They check everything. I had a girlfriend who was from New York. We went to undergrad together. She was in law school in St. Louis. She was in Missouri. She got jury duty. She didn't get the mail because her mail was being forwarded from New York. She didn't get the jury duty summons in enough time to defer jury duty, right? She was literally in her third year of law school. Like, she was graduating law school like within the 6 months. Like, I think this was second semester of her senior year. She literally got on a plane, flew to New York just to go show up for jury duty, and flew back home. Like, literally, she was in New York for 24 hours, right? And I was like, girl, why are you doing all of that? Like, it's not that serious. She said, oh, but it is. Because if I go to take the bar and there's anything, they say, oh, she blew off jury duty or she did. It's like, they have you so nervous in law school. They have you so nervous in law school about anything, a parking ticket, you not doing jury duty, anything. Because that is just how strict of a background check that they do. I find it very hard. Now, I'm not saying that would have stopped her, but she went to law school straight out of undergrad. I mean, she's 20 years old and she was so nervous. She was like, oh, no. I don't want nothing to come up when they go to do my background check for the bar. I'm saying all that to say this. If these people were nervous about a parking ticket, I refuse to believe that Maurice Scott, they're saying this man was a convicted felon on kingpin level drug charges in multiple states. I don't think he'd have been able to take the bar. Now, I don't know. I don't know that to be a fact. And y'all know I'm not even a fan of Maurice. Y'all know Maurice was the last straw of why I stopped reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, was that whole thing last year with him and Kimmy. Remember, he was my last straw. And I really used to like Maurice. Maurice and Kimmy were actually my favorite couple. And after all that stuff happened last year with him and Kimmy and the whole having sex thing with her being with chemo and stuff, that was my last straw. So let's be clear. I'm not here to defend Maurice at all. However, what do you mean if he passed the bar, I don't think he'd be on own? What are you talking about? People are lawyers on own all the time. That don't even make sense. I I don't understand what passing the bar would have to do with him being on OWN. I don't understand what one has anything to do with the other, Xavier. People pass the bar all the time when they do reality TV. Look at Ebony Williams. Look at what's my girl on Meredith Marks. She's an attorney. On Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what passing the bar with Phaedra. Yeah, I don't understand what her passing the bar would have anything to do with him being on OWN. I don't understand what that has anything to do. So my only point though is, you guys, I know that if he had passed the bar 30 years ago, but the fact that he literally just passed the bar 2 years ago, and y'all are talking about stuff that y'all are saying this man was a convicted felon. I'm not saying this is impossible. I'm just saying I think we would know. I'm saying that even if he was a criminal who passed the bar's background check, I don't think he would pass OWN's back. Oh, okay, that's what you were saying. Oh, well, child, they let all kinds of crazy people on OWN now. I don't know about that, child, because we got a couple of crazy ones down to the Ready to Love and this new show Never Ever Met or whatever. So I don't know about that. But anyway, I say that, okay, y'all start as a Brooklyn public defender. Okay. But I say all that to say this. I just say all that to say this. I don't know. Again, I'm nobody's attorney. I just thought that was interesting that she's countersuing him. And that was the argument was basically he put himself on reality TV for his life to be scrutinized and be open to the public. Yes. Be scrutinized and be open to the public. Yes. But to be blatantly lied on, no. And once he told you that is not me, that is not true, can you take it down? And like I saw somebody in the chat say, some of them double down. Like I heard some of them do videos and be like, I don't believe him. I don't even think he's a real lawyer. I don't believe him. And I'm like, but he literally, like, what is there not to believe? Like, what do you mean you don't believe him? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on, child. I didn't even mean to spend all that time on no Love, Marriage, Huntsville, child. I say all that to say this. I'm going to watch the episode tonight and I'll see if it moved me to talk about it. I'm going to see if anything moved. I doubt it, but we're going to see if it moved me to talk about it. Isn't that why Tasha K. O'Carter? I mean, that's not the whole thing, but that has a lot to do with it. Because remember, Cardi told Tasha, that's not me. The information you're spreading isn't true. So I don't know if that raises to the level of defamation, but it certainly is on the right road. Remember, I think, listen, quiet as it's kept and loud as it is. I think if Tasha had competent representation, I'm not saying she wouldn't have lost, but I don't think she would have lost. I don't think it would be $4 million. Hey, Miss Gigi, them millimeters are a mess. I don't think they realize how they negatively affect the show. I'm over it. Yeah, and I mean, they make it not fun. They just make it, I mean, again, like I said, I could review the show. I could say 20 positive things about Melody, right? I could say 20 positive things about Melody. The one negative thing I say, oh my gosh, they be blowing me up. Oh, they be blowing me up. Anyway. All right, let's get into this. Jeezy said that the reason why Jenny Mai is mad at him is because he wouldn't have another baby with her. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't even care no more about either one of them. I don't care no more about either one of them. Okay. I don't. I'll be honest with you though. Do I think that Jenny Mai is scorned and trying to paint a picture of Jeezy? Yeah. Do I think Jeezy was a perfect husband and a perfect man? No. I think both of them bear the burden. Unfortunately, for the baby, the relationship is over. And I think that they need to be adults. There's a prenup. Go abide by the prenup. See, here's what pisses me off about prenups. When people don't want to abide by the prenup. Ma'am, sir, ma'am, you signed it. And in their situation, it wasn't even that long ago. I would even understand people who've had prenups for 15, 20 years and things are just different, right? Then things are just different. But when y'all ain't even been married 2 years, 2 good years, 3 good years, and now all of a sudden you don't want the prenup to count. Why? Why for? Why you don't want the prenup to count? It was only 3 years ago, ma'am. Now, I could see if y'all started a bunch of businesses together and everything has gotten intertwined and it's been 15, 20 years, then we can have another conversation. But, ma'am, if you don't sit your ass down and sign that, whatever that prenup say and go on about your merry little business, see, now you want to punish him. And again, I'm not saying that he's perfect either, because I don't know everything and I don't know the whole story. But I just think that I think we're at a point where now everybody we just behaving badly. We just behaving badly. What did Xavier say? I don't think Jenny, who was hesitant about kids, would be having another young child so soon. I can agree with that too. Listen, like I said, I ain't saying that Jenny's all wrong and he's all right. I ain't saying that either. I'm just saying that I think that both of them at this point, I'm side-eyeing both of them and how they moving. I'm side-eyeing both of them at this point. You know what I'm saying? Oh my, what in the world? Hey, Pat. You on live? Uh-huh. Oh, no, I just heard, I was like, woo, I didn't know who was going off, child. All right, okay, that's Jeezy. Okay, all right. What else we talking about here? Lifetime said they got more footage of Wendy Williams and that they could possibly be more episodes of this documentary. Let me say something. Lifetime, come here. Can y'all read the room, please? Don't nobody want to see that shit. Read the room, Lifetime. Nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see more footage of Wendy looking disheveled and confused and sounding crazy. And that is not the Wendy we want to remember. And that is not what we want to see. Okay. What we want you to do with that footage is burn it. That is what we want you to do. Okay. Help Wendy get some help. Help Wendy get some. Don't nobody want to see that. You didn't get enough footage the first time around to know that we don't want to see that. You didn't get enough bad publicity and pushback. We don't want to see that. Low key, we don't want a Nicole Brown Simpson documentary either. For real. And don't ask me. I ain't watching it. I ain't reviewing it, and I ain't watching it. Nope. Don't want to see it. Now, somebody slid into my inbox in my comments and was asking me, talking about something. Am I going to talk about Nicole and her connection to the mob allegedly and her drug allegedly? I'm not. No, ma'am. I am not an investigative reporter. Y'all want me to go down there and be trying to figure out who? First of all, why y'all want me to talk about her allegedly being connected to the mob? What y'all trying to get me killed? I don't know nothing about that woman being connected to no mob. Now, I did hear rumors when all that stuff went down that allegedly she was on that white horse. But hell, a whole lot of them was on that white horse. I don't think that had nothing to do with her. Listen. Hello. Thank you, Angie, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Listen, can we, ladies and gentlemen, did we not just go over all that evidence they had against OJ? Did y'all not just hear us? If you wasn't here, go back. We went over all that evidence, y'all. Listen. We're not going down that rabbit hole. Okay? Don't ask, because I'm not doing that. Okay? All right. And yes, somebody else was like, gonna put in the comments, this documentary is old. I hope y'all know that. We know. Maybe see when I be getting comments from people that I know are not tribe members and they don't be here, we know it's old. We are revisiting the documentary in light of O.J. Simpson passing away. We are revisiting. We know it's old. You think we don't know that that's old? People, I tell you, the people be coming through. Oh, you talking to me? She's talking to me. All right. Well, everybody knew it was old except for the person that was in my comments thought they was dropping some tea. Ciao. Thank you, B-Lo. We got one more episode. We're going to do it this week coming up. Ciao. You'll be too busy. Yeah, I'll be too busy working on this new case, honey. Do y'all know? Ciao. Listen, I love my new subscribers, right? So I don't know if they were a subscriber, but they left a comment under the video I did on the mayor, the Superman. Why they go put a comment? Y'all know what this person said? They said, this was a great video. I hope you're gonna cover Bishop Whitehead. He is so crazy. I said, oh, I know you knew. I said, oh, ma'am, I've been covering him for 2 years. Here go the playlist. And I gave her the link for the playlist. Baby, go have fun with that. Baby, we've been covering Bishop Whitehead for 2 years. Talking about, I hope you're going to cover Bishop Whitehead. Child, here you go. Here you go. I said, I know you knew right here, girl. Come on in here. I know you do. I know you do, child. Come on in here. But anyway. Okay. Child, they said this might fall under the shit we did not ask for category. I don't know. Corinne Steffens is teasing that she is gonna come out with a 20th anniversary of her Superhead book, and she even said she's gonna add some new chapters. I don't know if I didn't care about the first book. Fixing the casserole. Okay, Yana, come on in. They already upstairs waiting for you, honey. I don't. Do we want a new book? Do we want a 20th anniversary of Superhead? Y'all don't want it? I see people in the chat saying they don't want it. Corinne, we don't want it. We don't want it. Of course you did, Xavier. Xavier said, I love the first book. I read it front to cover. Of course you did, Xavier. Yeah, I don't think we need an updated version. Because here's the thing. Unless you got some chapters on Diddy that you ain't told us already, I don't even think nobody cares. We could put her over there with Lifetime. When Bishop called himself making fun of you and all of the CCs jump on him in your defense was hilarious to me. Child, Gabby, that was I love my people. I love my people. Isn't she sanctified now? Is she saved? I don't know. The first one gave you everything. Yeah, it was sensational when she did it the first time, but now, I mean, everybody kissing tails now. See, before there used to be a code. People didn't kiss and tell. Child, everybody kissing tails now. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Okay, Gabby said she read it when she was 17. You was clutching your pearls. Oh, my. You read Superhead when you was 17? Oh, my. Oh, yeah, T jumped off the cliff for real, for real. That's my boo. That's my boo. All right, we got a little Bravo news. Let's get through some of this Bravo news. Now, last time I told y'all about Mauricio and Kyle, I said, well, Kyle hadn't been hanging out with the singer, and that her and Mauricio was seen booed up. But now they said Mauricio done moved out. They said he done bought him a $10 million condo down in LA, down in LA, and that Kyle done took what's his last name? Melansky. She done took it off of her name down to the Instagram. I guess this a wrap, y'all. He done moved out and she done took her name back. No, Andrew, we ain't got to Kendrick and I'm gonna do Kendrick and Lamar Drake last. Y'all, we ain't got them yet. The Real Housewives of New Jersey, rumors are that Teresa is having some money problems. Allegedly. They said that's why she did House of Villains, because she needed the check. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but I wouldn't be surprised. I should have clipped it. I didn't know back then that I should have clipped it. But if you go back to 2 seasons ago when I was reviewing the Real Housewives of New Jersey, when we first learned about this man, this Luis Louis, when she first started talking about dating him and all the stuff came out, I told y'all then. What did I tell y'all then? If y'all was around, Tracy, you was around, you remember I said the first season is going to be love, love, love. We're in love. We're in love. Everything is great. Everything is fine. The second season, they got married. I said, oh, you know, it's going to be that honeymoon phase. Everything is great. I said by season 3 is when we're going to start seeing cracks in the foundation. And that's what it looks like. It looks like there's some cracks in the foundation. Would I be surprised if this man was taking advantage of Teresa and taking her money? Absolutely not. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Let me check my cash app. Thank you so much. Blessing me. Thank you, Dawn Simber. I appreciate it, sweetheart. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. I got something else here. All right. Hey, Lolisa, what's up? What's up? So that's what's going on at New Jersey. But y'all know we got a new season starting tomorrow, honey. So join me at 9:15 tomorrow evening. We're going to be, if you are a Real Housewives of New Jersey fan, y'all join me over there, okay? Now, they say that rumor is that Melanie Griffin is trying to get on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Listen. Here's what I'm going to say about this. I think that Melanie Griffin being added to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I think it could potentially be great. I think Melanie Griffin has always lived life by her own rules. She's never had a filter. We know she has a past. She's been in Hollywood for years. She's raised her kids. We know that she's had, you know, drug addiction. She's had, relationship situations, but she's been relatively quiet for a while. We don't really know what's going on with Miss Melanie Griffin. Is she still with Antonio Banderas? Are they still together? I mean, you know, with his fine ass, I would tune in just to see Antonio Banderas' ass. I ain't seen him in a long time. What he look? Is he aging well? Let me see. Let's Google it. Let me see if they still together. Let me see here. Let me see here. Is Melanie Griffin child? It say married. So let me see if she's still married. Hold on. Is she still married? Let me see here. Oh no, they split in 2014. Damn, I didn't know that. Damn, I missed all of that. Okay, well, we won't be seeing Antonio Banderas. We know she was with Don Johnson. So I'm going to just say this, you guys. It'll be very interesting. I think it could potentially be very interesting, or it could potentially be a train wreck. Like, what's the girl that was on Beverly Hills? The one that was married to Charlie Sheen. That was a train wreck, right? Because I didn't know who she was. Okay. I said I was expecting the Wild Things version of her, and we got, I don't know what the hell that, I don't know who she was that showed up. I don't know what that was. So I don't know. I think this is one of those wild rumors. I don't believe it. I'll believe it. Denise Richards, thank you. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know if it's true. I think it's one of those things that just, whenever they're casting, they throw all these crazy names out and just kind of see what lands. I don't know if that's true. I would be okay with it though. Because I just want to see who's going to show up. Keisha Cole and this rapper named Honcho and this other girl named Gloss Up. This seems to be a whole situation. Listen, can I say something? Keisha, I don't know what kind of therapy you have done. I don't know what kind of working on yourself you have done. Because you can't control other people. However, You keep choosing these men. Now you was dating this 24-year-old rapper. And some pictures were posted of him with this girl named Gloss Up. I don't know if she's a rapper, singer, whatever. Now come to find out those were still pictures from a video shoot. But then Keisha and the girl go back and forth on social media. Keisha said, oh, well, basically nice try. These are still pictures from your video. And I was rooting for y'all, whatever. Then the girl said, oh, well, he never told me he was dating you. And then come to find out, allegedly, the girl had a whole man. It's a whole lot. Keisha need to stop going to the daycare for men. Right. Yes, Star. And thank you for being a member for 12 months. Yes. That's what I'm saying. I'm really sitting here like, Keisha, girl, and I'm not even going to blame her from the point of view like that we knew, because it wasn't like she was flaunting. I mean, she was going, like, there has to be a line drawn between allowing people to date and we see them dating versus flaunting it in our face. Like, people are dating, right? If you meet somebody, you want to go out on a date, you go to the club, you go out to eat, you go. So, but girl, you keep picking the wrong people. You keep picking these losers, and I don't understand. I need you to work on that. I need you to work on that, Keisha. I like Keisha Cole. I need her to work on that. I want her to find a good man, Savannah. But he ain't it. First of all, the fact that he is 24 should let you know that he can't give you what you need. Sorry, girl, you 40-something years old. That man can't give you what you need. I'm sorry. And I know that people get in relationships where there's young and old and young all the time. But he can't give you what you need, Keisha. That man, 24 years old. What does he bring it to you? You got a damn 15-year-old son. What is he bringing to you? Except for headaches and heartbreaks. Yeah. That's Keisha Cole. Put her off the list. Okay. The Griot done canceled Ebony Williams and Mark Lamont Hill. They say Byron Allen is laying off people down to his company. Listen, we just need to accept some things. The economy is bad, okay? The economy is bad. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people laying off a lot of people. If you got a job, you better hold on to it, okay? But child, it's just bad. It's hard out here for a pimp. Now, the Griot, let me say this about the Griot. I think the Griot did a good job of trying to bring us Black stories for us and by us. I think, though, that it was not effective in how they were doing it. I'm going to tell you, there were a few times that I went to the Griot looking for stuff, or I went to the Griot to watch something, and it just wasn't user-friendly. You didn't know where to find stuff. Like, was it on the YouTube channel? Was it on the Instagram channel? Was it here? Was there? I think sometimes because we're in this digital space, people try to be this digital platform without focusing on one thing. Like, I don't think, for example, Roland Martin got a good thing going. Roland Martin took his show to YouTube, right? Roland Martin has his YouTube space where he records and he posts it, and then he sets them as premieres, and they premiere multiple times. So sometimes it's the same thing. He may edit it up a little differently because, YouTube is a little funny about that stuff. So he may edit it up a little differently, but it's pretty much the same stories. Roland Martin has figured it out. And now that YouTube, you can do your shorts. He does his little shorts. He puts his clips on the TikTok-y. I don't follow him on Instagram, so I don't know what he does on Instagram. But I don't think that trying to put stuff have a central place to have. So the Griot, everything should have been on your YouTube channel, right? Or whatever, wherever you chose is where it should have been. And then you splice it up and you give those other platforms a piece of it. But people should know where to go to find the basis and the bulk of your content. People know if they want to look for Roland Martin, they know to go to his YouTube channel. They know that they can find the videos. They're clearly labeled. If you're looking for something, an interview, a topic, it's there. Like, it is consistent. I don't always agree with Roland Martin, but Roland Martin he's got this digital thing down. And I think that whoever helped him or however he did it, if he has a producer or hell, he might have did it himself. I don't want to take no credit away from him if he did it himself, but there's a class in that. Like once Roland Martin set up his YouTube channel, once his show got canceled off of TV One, it was almost like he didn't miss a beat. He took the same format of what he was doing on TV One and he just put it on YouTube. And it was like boom, boom, boom. Right. And he's worked out the kinks. Exactly. He stayed consistent. So I don't know. I just feel like I think the Griot had a really, really great idea. I just don't think the execution was great. I don't know why Byron Island is firing people. Now, you was just trying to buy BET a year ago, bro. But I don't think I don't think he's in any trouble. Byron Island ain't going broke no time soon. The man, I think he's very solvent. But it's just the economy that we are in right now, you guys. I think that during the Panorama, I think a lot of people expanded things like media stuff because so many people were stuck at home. We saw all the people that started YouTube channels during the Panorama and ain't doing nothing no more. You know, they had all these great YouTube shows, all these celebrities, they was doing cooking shows and they were doing their own talk shows. And they were like, we saw all of these great things. I mean, look at TGIF. They had a whole platform of shows. And now, I mean, not TGIF, y'all know what I'm talking about, Fox Soul. They had a whole platform of shows. My girl, Tammy Mack had her own show over there. And now they're just down to TGIF. So, exactly, Xavier. Right. Byron is mainstreaming or streamlining to set up for something else. Right. So don't worry about it, child. Byron is fine. Byron is fine. Okay. All right. Now let's get to these last two. What time is it? It's 8:48. I mean, not 8:48. We've been here for 48 minutes. It's 6:37. Now they said, okay, I have an update on the story. Y'all remember the story of Christian Woods? Y'all remember Christian Woods? He was a basketball player. His baby mama allegedly climbed the wall to his house and vandalized his car and tried to lie and say she didn't do it until the police found his license tag from his car in her possession. And then his sister got into it with her because she left the baby and the sister went to go pick the baby up and the people wouldn't give her the baby. And he was like, that's my son. Like, y'all remember that? It was a whole back and forth on YouTube where they tried to say he was lying and, he was there to pick up his child. He had an order from the police. The police told him to go get his child so that his child wouldn't go into the system since they were arresting the mom. Remember that whole thing? You know what I'm saying? Remember that whole thing that went down? Well, there's an update, baby. They went to court last week, okay? He went to court to get a permanent restraining order on her and for custody. So they had a court date last week. She didn't even show up. She did not even show up. So he got a 3-year restraining order against her, and he now has sole custody of his child because she didn't even show up for court. So there's the update. I be trying to bring y'all these updates when the things happen. That's the update, okay? Child, they done canceled Lovers and Friends. They canceled Lovers and Friends at the last minute. Now, Lovers and Friends is a festival very much like the Black Coachella. Certainly not on the level of a Coachella, but it's like that. It's that style. It's the different stages and all these different artists. Now, if you guys remember, this year's Lovers and Friends was it had problems from the beginning. They had people on the flyer that never agreed to do the show. They had people saying they was appearing and they said they never signed no contract because they ain't never finished negotiating how much. I think Ja Rule was one of them. I think Mary J. Blige was one of them. First she said she wasn't, then she said she was. And somebody else they had on the flyer that was like, I'm not gonna be there. No, that's not me. That's not me. So it was supposed to be this weekend. And they said that they canceled it due to the weather. Monica and Lil Kim. Yeah, I knew it was a bunch of people. Now, they said that it was canceled due to the weather. Now, I'm going to read y'all the official statement that was given. Read y'all the official statement that was given. Let me tell y'all what these people said, okay? So this is what they said. Lovers and Friends said, Lovers and Friends Festival organizers have been monitoring the weather for several days and proactively preparing for a windy Saturday. However, the National Weather Service has now issued a high wind warning, including dangerous 30 to 35 mile per hour sustained winds with gusts potentially more than 60 miles per hour. Following advice from the National Weather Service and the consultation with local public officials, we must make the safest decision for our fans, artists, and staff and cancel tomorrow's Lovers and Friends Festival. This was an incredibly heartbreaking decision to make, as we are aware the fans have traveled from all over the world to enjoy this incredible lineup of superstars and have been looking forward to this event for several months. We've worked hard to create an amazing event for you, and we're just as disappointed as you are. Ticket holders who purchased their tickets directly through the front gate, tickets will receive a refund within 30 days as the original form of payment. Let me tell y'all something. They literally had people. They had this lady on TikTok that said she was getting off her flight and got the alert that the show was canceled as she was getting off of her flight in Las Vegas. Listen. Now, Xavier, who was there, said it's a light breeze. It was supposed to take place in Las Vegas. Now, they said that Usher actually did a show. I think Usher did a show for the people. They said Usher actually did a show. So Usher said the following: man, I'm just as disappointed as you are. We were getting ready to turn up and celebrate today. I have to follow the orders of city officials and the National Weather Service for everyone's protection and stand strong in my belief that everything happens for a reason. I'm sorry we won't get to see each other today, but know that I'm always working on something to express my heartfelt gratitude for each and every one of you who continue to support me. I'll see you soon. Now, I think they said that he did a performance. He basically just did his Super Bowl performance for people. He had a rehearsal last night. Yeah. Here's the thing. You had to feel like everybody who was supposed to perform at that show was in Vegas. Because if the show was supposed to be today, everybody was in Vegas already, right? It's sort of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right? Because I understand for the people who were there, they're like, it wasn't shit. The weather wasn't nothing. It was just a light breeze. It just was this. It just was that. However, the flip side of that is this. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, they had the show today. They were like, it's not, we're going to do the show. We can't afford to cancel it. It's too many people, blah, 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 blah. Let's just assume they did that. And let's say one of those big ass speakers blew over onto the crowd. Let's just assume that the wind blew somebody's props and it blew into the crowd. Let's assume somebody had fireworks and the wind went left and the fireworks, instead of going straight up, went to the right or went to the left and something caught on fire. Like, I understand for the people who bought tickets and spent a lot of money. I get it. I get it. But I also understand that there are two sides to everything. And if the city officials and the National Weather Service were like, listen, this isn't safe. Now, clearly, it doesn't sound like the city made them cancel, but it sounds like the city probably was very, very strong in their wording, and they probably even sent a letter distancing themselves. See, what probably happened was that the city attorneys wrote up a letter and sent it to the organizers of the festival, basically saying, we don't recommend that you move forward. We are not in support of this. If something happens, it's on you. We are telling you to cancel it, right? And basically, God forbid something happened, the city has now done this and said, it ain't on us. It's on y'all. And God forbid something had happened. So for all the people that are pissed off and mad, I get it. I get it. And I'm not even saying that it ain't nothing funny going on in the background. I ain't saying that. Because, you know, again, this whole lovers and friends thing been shaky from the beginning. So it may have been something more to it. Right? It may have been something more to it. However, comma, that's the flip side. It's not rain. It's not, you know, like I saw somebody saying, man, I was at whatever show in Miami and it was damn near monsoon. Yeah, but that ain't the same. And also too, y'all, we're in a different world. Like, you know, when you think of the Woodstocks of the world, right? Them people was in the rain, having fun, dancing and shit, getting high, having sex. They were still listening to Jimi Hendrix and all them other people that showed up down to the Woodstock. And when it was over, they took their muddy asses home. Okay? They took their muddy asses home. Do you think that if somebody fell at Woodstock and twisted their ankle, do you think they called an attorney? No. Do you think that if somebody lost their wedding ring in the mud down to the Woodstock, do you think they sued the organizers? No. Okay, well, Woodstock 99, child, that was a whole nother conversation, baby. That was a mess. That was a mess. I'm thinking about the original Woodstock. I'm thinking about the original Woodstock. Yeah, Woodstock 99 was, but Woodstock 99, that's the people I'm talking about. They would have sued. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole mess. They was charging $20 for water and shit. That was a whole nother conversation, child. Them wasn't them people. Them wasn't the people. But the world that we live in today has become such a litigious society that those are the things that people have to take into consideration. Because if not, you open yourself up to so much. And with litigation, it's just a lot. Now, again, all I'm saying is it could be more to it, y'all. Because again, this whole lovers and friends thing been a little shaky from the beginning. It could be more to it. However, comma, I just, you know, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt on this one. And I know Xavier is there and he was like, it ain't nothing but a strong wind. But hell, I live here in DC where they'll call for 10 inches of snow. Everything will close. There'll be salt on the ground. And in the middle of the night, they'll be like, oh, the storm made a left and it won't be shit. Like, it'll be dry. And when I say nothing, I don't mean it ain't no rain, ain't no nothing. It's just you wake up and you be like, I thought they said we was going to get 10 inches of snow. What is happening? I done went to the store and bought me some chips and soda and milk and all the things that they told me to get. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cajun. Hey, boo. And then I wake up and it ain't nothing on the ground. So it happens all the time where the weather predicts something. They predict a catastrophe and it don't be shit. But you can only go by the experts. And I keep seeing people saying Travis Scott. Exactly. Right. They be empty. Right. Everything empty, child. All right. So that's that. Okay. Brian McKnight. Now listen. If Abby is still here, Abby is in charge of the list around here. Abby, you still here? You up in the clouds somewhere, Abby? Abby is in charge of the list. If you're in the hey Cheryl, hey boo. If you are Cheryl, hit me up, Cheryl. I know you had inquired about the tickets and then you said you weren't gonna go. Hit me up. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Abby is in charge of the list. If you are new around here, then you may not know about the list. Okay, you may not know about the list, but we have our list around here. Okay, we have our sick and shut-in list. We have our permanent sick and shut-in list. If y'all notice, there are certain people around here we just don't talk about. If y'all notice, I very seldom talk about Brian McKnight. I very seldom talk. Not Brian McKnight, Kanye West. Kanye West it's got to be something real big for me to talk about Kanye West because he is on the permanent list. We just don't talk about Bruno, okay? We don't talk about that man. Okay, I don't entertain his shenanigans. Okay, he is on the permanent list. Is Brian McKnight on the permanent list, Abby? Because I feel like I don't talk about him a lot. Did we put him on the? I know he was on the sick and shut-in list, but what list is Brian McKnight on? You trying to finish your affiliate thing for Ulta? Okay. Well, what list is Brian McKnight on? Do you have it in front of you? Can you just reference that real quick? He should be on the permanently banned list. Below said he should be on the permanently banned list. Abby is going to let me know what list he's on. We're not putting douchebag McKnight on the list. So what list is he on, Abby? He got to be on one of the lists. This live must be... No, we're going to get off of here in a few minutes, and then we're going to... I think I scheduled game night. Didn't I schedule game night for 8? Or did I schedule it for 7? Oh, shit. What time did I schedule game night for, y'all? I'm ready, though. We can roll right into game night because we almost done. We're about to talk about Kendrick and Drake right now. What time did I schedule game night for, y'all? Oh, shit. I scheduled it for 7? All right, it's going to start. Well, yes, it's going to start as soon as we get off of here. Okay, I see some people saying 8, and I see some people saying 7. Hold on. Okay, Xavier, it's 8. Now it says 8. Cajun, it always said 8 because I ain't changed it. See how Cajun be trying to get me caught up? Anyway, listen. Brian McKnight is on the straight to hell list. Okay. Brian McKnight is on the go straight to hell, do not pass go, do not collect $200 list. All right. Respect. So here's the thing, you guys. Abby said he's on the it's above me now list. All right. So here's the thing, you guys. They say Brian McKnight canceled a showdown to the Motown casino that got canceled. Now, rumors are it's due to low ticket sales. Rumors are that the people was trolling the comments so bad over to the Motown casino up in Detroit, Michigan, that they just canceled the show. I think it's a combination of all of the above. And I just want to say this to the people that did not buy tickets to see Brian McKnight and to the people that were trolling in the comments over to the Motown casino about Brian McKnight. I just want to say bravo. I want to give you a hearty hand clap. See, that is how you deal with people. You hit them where it hurts. What we've got to stop doing, and I say we collectively because I do it myself from time to time, we have got to stop rewarding bad behavior. I love Brian McKnight as much as the next person. I love Brian McKnight's old music. I don't, not so much his new shit. And I certainly can't stand his ass these days because he just is an ignorant ass. But I love me some Brian McKnight. Like the first, the Motown casinos in Detroit. Like the first 3 albums, I was here for it. Okay, I was here for it, right? But you couldn't pay me to go see Brian McKnight in concert. And I've seen Brian McKnight in concert before. You couldn't pay me to go see Brian McKnight in concert. Could not pay me to see Brian McKnight in concert. And we've got to do a better job of making our money count. Listen, I understand people who are like, oh, but I love me some Brian McKnight. Oh, that was my wedding song. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Child, get the CD played in your house. That ain't hurting nothing. Okay. Download even if you give him $1.99 and you download the song, so what? Okay, with streaming, he ain't gonna make but 20 cents anyway. Okay. But we've got to stop supporting these people because at this point in his career, all he has is his little concerts. He ain't really putting out no new album that anybody's gonna buy. I mean, we know the cycle of music. We know what it looks like, right? So that's how he makes his money. Tap the screen for Brian McKnight. Okay. Brian McKnight. Okay. Yeah. So at the end of the day, that is how you hurt his pockets. Now, Brian McKnight feels the way he feels, and I don't think anybody's going to really change that feeling. But let me say this to you, Mr. Brian McKnight, and then I'm done with it. We're going to talk about Drake and Kendrick. Let me say this to you, Mr. Brian McKnight. Yeah, I get it. He's a songwriter. I get it. Yeah. That's true. And he writes some great music. Yes. But I'm just saying what we can do is what we can do, right? Let me say this to you, Mr. Brian McKnight, as somebody who was a fan. And I mean, I was there I saw Brian McKnight when his debut album came out. Nobody knew who the hell Brian McKnight was. He played at UDC. He played the theater, the little auditorium here at UDC, and nobody even knew who the hell Brian McKnight was. Hell, I didn't know who Brian McKnight was. Okay, had a little friend took me there on a little datey date. Okay, and I was like, I came out of there in love. Okay, I said, who is that? Yes, Brian McKnight. Okay, and then his second album, his third album, like I said, the first three albums I'm here for. Right now, sir. Let me tell you something. That first album and that second album, you was in love with that woman. The woman that you talk so much shit about now, the woman that you act like you didn't like her, you didn't love her, she won't shit, she gave you them kids and it won't, like the one, didn't he call her the devil or something a couple of weeks ago? See, I don't even be talking about him. You love that woman, okay? If y'all go back and listen to his first two albums, baby, he was talking, no, his brother, I think Brian McKnight's brother sings with Take Six. Listen, his first two albums, he was talking about his first wife. One Last Cry and all them songs, that was about his first wife. Love that woman down, okay? And then they started going through their divorce. Hold on a second. I wasn't even going to do this. Give me a second. Let me get to the discography. Let me go to his discography because I'm going to show y'all something. And see, this is why I can't respect mofos like you, Brian McKnight. Let me see. Does it bring up his disc? Okay. Brian McKnight discography. Okay, I spelled it wrong. You know what the fuck I was talking about. You trying to correct me? Did you mean? Yes, that's what I meant. You know what I meant. All right. Now let's look at Brian McKnight's discography, right? I just want to go over something with y'all. So his first album was obviously it was self-titled, One Last Cry. Then his second album was I Remember You. Then his third album was Anytime. Okay. Now let's look at this for a second. I just want to real quick. Okay. First, the top song singles that were released from that was The Way Love Goes, Goodbye My Love, One Last Cry, After the Love. Baby, he talking to that woman. He is talking to that woman. Okay? He talking to his wife. Some of the other songs on that album, Goodbye My Love, Love to Hold Me, After the Love, Never Felt This Way, Stay the Night, Is This Feeling Gone, Oh Lord, My Prayer. See, this is how you knew he was in love with that woman, but things were starting to, things wasn't going right. Okay? Now let's look at the next album. The I Remember You album was the divorce. Let's look at some of these albums. And let me tell you something. Your Love Is Oh, Up Around My Way, Anyway, Still in Love, Every Beat of My Heart, I Remember You. Let me tell you something. I'm going to stop with I Remember You. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Y'all know what that song is about? The Day the Earth Stood Still. He's talking about his child being born. The child that he now claims he don't want to claim. The one he don't even want to claim now. But let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't listen to nothing else, just go read the lyrics. Don't just read the lyrics to I Remember You and Merrily. Baby, just read the lyrics to them songs. That man is talking to that first wife. And he is talking about how long he gonna love her. And he's talking about how they've been in love since Lucy and Linus and Charlie Brown, okay? He said we've been in love since we used to watch Peanuts and when we was kids, okay? The Charlie Brown, that man was in love with that woman, okay? So now he want to sit here and act like none of that existed and she was the devil and all that bullshit. See, that's why I can't respect it. Don't try to erase it. We saw it. We right here. We was listening to you when you was going through it. Now, speaking of listening to you when you was going through it, 200 people in the chat. If you haven't already, if you could please hit that like button. Check out my affiliate links. I think today I have Juvia's Place up there. So check out the Juvia's Place. Y'all know that is generally the lipstick. I do have one Juvia's Place lipstick today. This is what I'm wearing today. Y'all know Juvia's Place is my favorite makeup brand. And this is Fierce. This color that I'm wearing today is called Fierce. Okay. I know that's my favorite makeup brand. So check out the affiliate link. Some of you guys have been buying off of the affiliate link, and I thank you for it. I really, really appreciate the support, you guys, in all the ways that you do support me. But let me say this. What Cajun doing? He may be good at lying through his right. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. So I told y'all before, I don't even understand why everybody is beefing with Drake. I don't know. I don't know why these people don't like Drake. I don't know what they did. I don't know. But what I do know is everybody kept waiting for Kendrick. They wanted Kendrick to respond. They said Drake had dissed Kendrick and they wanted Kendrick to respond. They kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. They were like, what Kendrick gonna say? What Kendrick gonna say? What Kendrick gonna do? Is Kendrick gonna say something? Is Kendrick gonna respond? When, what, where, how, who? So last week, Kendrick responded. With Euphoria. And personally, I feel like we just could have left it there. I feel like we could have left it there. But then Drake responded. Drake said, I ain't no punk. Drake said, I ain't no punk. So Drake responded with, we call it Family Matters, I believe. Hold on. Was it Family Matters, Family Business, child? Hold on. Abby, what are you doing this in? Is this... I'm sorry, y'all. What are you... Is this StreamYard that you trying to do this in? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what she's doing. She's sending me messages. I'm trying to get it together. Okay. All right. What I pick up my phone to do? Damn, I be forgetting. Family Matters had more tea, but Push Up had more replay value. Kendrick could have stopped at 616 in LA. Kendrick deserves a Grammy for each diss. I like Kendrick and J. Cole don't care about Drake. Never had started losing my care for Kendrick lately. The beef is so random and uninteresting to me. I just don't know where it came from. Like, it is what it is, child. But I just don't know where it came from. So let me say this. So Drake released Family Matters, right? We didn't even get a chance to hear it. We didn't even get a chance to hear it. Like, we were still in the middle of Family Matters, like, oh shit. Okay. Oh damn. And then all of a sudden, boom. Kendrick was like, no, sir. So then he drops Meet the Grams. Now, let me say this. Drake put a lot of Kendrick's business out there, whether it's true or false. Talked about that Kendrick, be out here trying to act like he all black power, but he married to, a woman that's not necessarily black. Talk about his child, questioning the paternity of his youngest child. Talked about he beat his wife. Like, he put a lot of shit out there, right? Drake put a lot of shit out there. Now, here's what I don't know. I don't know if Kendrick already had this in the chamber, or if he really listened to Family Matters and went into the studio. I honestly don't know which one it was. But Kendrick literally wrote a letter to Drake's son and apologized to his son for his granddaddy not wearing a condom. I said, what? I'm sorry, what? Did I know that Larry Graham is Drake's uncle, his dad? No, I did not. I had no idea. Larry Graham, that's my man right there. I love me some Larry Graham. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. I started to believe that love would never find a home. That's just about. My brother sang that to my sister-in-law at their wedding as she was coming down the aisle. My brother sang One in a Million. That's why it's always the first Larry Graham song that pops in my head. Baby, my brother could sing. I told y'all my brother could sing now. Everybody in there was crying. Everybody in there was just tears, just crying. Now, yeah, because they look alike. I can't unsee it now. I did not know that. I did not know that. Thank y'all. So I'm listening to Meet the Grahams. And I'm biased. So I'm going to tell you who I think is winning the battle, but I am biased. I am absolutely biased. I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. I love Kendrick Lamar, and I think that Kendrick Lamar won. But I'm biased. Yeah, now that you've said it, I can't unsee it. They absolutely look alike. And I always thought that Drake's dad looked familiar to me, but I just was like, I was like, okay, he looked like the average, like I used to be a pimp in the 70s vibe. You know what I mean? But let me say this. I read one of my friends on Instagram today. Hold on, let me read it. I'm gonna read y'all not Instagram. One of my Facebook friends. Well, actually, it's Eton Thomas, who used to play for the Wizards. Basketball player. He's retired now. We follow each other on we're Facebook friends because his daughter actually. Anyway, we ain't friends, but we follow each other on Facebook. So he posted. Hold on, let me. Because as much as I love Eton Thomas, I totally disagree with what he said. So let me read what he said. He said the following. I fully understand even more now why J. Cole didn't want any parts of where this was about to go and why it didn't sit well with his spirit. This isn't competitive hip hop. I'm a better lyricist than you. This is personal. I'm a dig up dirt and air out your dirty laundry and talk about your kids, your wife, your mama, your daddy, and whatever else I can bring up. That's something different. J. Cole doesn't have that level of hate in his heart for either of these cats, so why would he participate? Removing yourself from somewhere you have no business being a part of is not cowardice, it's wisdom. Now, that part I agree with. I agree with people saying, listen, this is not what I want. This is not where I want to be. This is not my thing. The part that I disagree with is when he said this isn't competitive hip hop. I am a better lyricist than you. This is personal. I'm a dig up dirt and air out your dirty laundry, talk about your kids, your wife, your mama, your daddy, or whatever else I can dig up. That's something different. I'm going to say I disagree. If you go back to the history of hip hop and you even rap battles, even rap beats, you can go back to the earliest of rap battles. It was always about finding what was going to humiliate you the most. Yes, they talked about who was the better lyricist, but trust and believe, go back to Ether. Go back to Ether, baby. The shit that Jay-Z said about Nas and Nas said about Jay-Z and their baby mama. When I don't remember the exact words, but Jay-Z basically let Nas know that I had sex with your baby mama in the backseat of the car with your baby's car seat back there. Like, it got nasty. Ice Cube, no Vaseline. What y'all think he talking about? No Vaseline. When we talk about LL Cool J and Kool Moe Dee, you think they didn't talk about each other's families and try to humiliate them? Oh gosh, let's not even talk about hit them up. Fuck this. What is that? I fucked your wife. That's a line in the song. Yeah, he skidded on the car seat. Yeah, thank you, Key. I couldn't remember the exact lyrics, but like I understand that might not be J. Cole's thing, and I respect that. But we are not going to sit here and act like that ain't what hip hop is about. We're not going to sit here and act like diss records and hip hop don't go down, don't go dirty, and don't get nasty. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Now, I can respect the fact that J. Cole said, listen, this ain't what I'm going to do. This ain't what I do. Right, the bridge is over. Right, like you could go all the way back. I mean, you can go back to the beginning, you know? So, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want people to have selective memory and start standing on this like holier than thou grail. Like, oh no, I'm too good for this. And that's not what real hip hop is about. That's absolutely what real hip hop is about. Like, if real hip hop was built on neighborhoods battling each other, what do you think they used to talk about? What kind of shit do you think they used to say about each other? Right, a battle is dirty. That's just what it is. Right. So I don't know. Again, I respect J. Cole saying this isn't what I want to do. I respect that. But we're not going to turn this into an indictment on, oh, that's not real hip hop. That's absolutely real hip hop. Now, they did say some nasty stuff about each other, but hell, in my opinion, I mean, again, you can go back. Is there some nasty shit said about each other? You know. Now, I don't want to see it get back to the East Coast, West Coast days where people were actually getting shot at. And unfortunately, people lost their lives. Like, no, I definitely don't want it to go there. But we ain't going to sit here and act like that people ain't never went below the belt, because they did. Drake better leave Kendrick alone. He's going to show him on top of a 14-year-old in a minute. Oh. Yeah, he made some serious allegations about Drake, child, but Drake made some serious allegations about him. So, but if I'm going to say who I enjoyed the most, then that's who I enjoyed the most. All right, so this is what we're getting ready to do, you guys. We are getting ready to have game night. I'm going to go over the rules really quickly, and then I'm going to be back in about, I know I scheduled it for 8, but let's go ahead and start early. I mean, we here now. I don't need me waiting. So if you are interested in participating in game night, all you have to do is be a subscriber. You do, because I'm going to have it on subscriber mode. So all you have to do is be a subscriber. We're going to play 3 games of Kahoot. I will go over the rules again, but I'm going to go over them now so you know whether you want to even come back or not, right? I'm not going to tell y'all the topics because somebody was like, what are the topics? I ain't going to tell y'all the topics so y'all can start studying. I have already picked all 3 games, though. 2 of the games are going to be games open to members. I mean, games open to subscribers. And then the last game is going to be a members only game. So we're going to play the first 2 games. And then for the last game, I'm going to switch the chat over to members only chat so that only members can participate in the last game. Now, what I'm going to actually, no. Rewind. What I said I was going to do is put the code on members only on the members only community wall. The chat will stay open, but you will have to go over to the members only community wall to get the code. That's what I said I was going to do. Now, I will go over the rules again, but first, rule number 1 is, baby, we are just having fun. Mistakes are going to be made. Shit is going to go down, but it is all for fun. It's a game night. This game night is sponsored by the members. This game night, by the subscribers. This game night is sponsored by the subscribers. You guys donated to the pot, and y'all donated enough that I said, well, shoot, we can have 2 game nights this month. So this game night is sponsored by the people who donated to the pot. Okay? Now, I don't keep y'all's money. I'm going to go over this again. I don't keep y'all's money. So I'm going to be transparent and tell y'all what was donated to the pot. I'm going to be transparent and tell y'all what was donated to the pot. So the pot was $170. The pot was $170 what was donated. That is what will be broken down, and that is what I will be giving out. I don't have the exact numbers yet. I'm about to do the math in a minute, okay? The second game night is sponsored by me, and that will be Memorial Day weekend. That will be Memorial Day weekend. So this one is the one that you guys are sponsoring, and the second one will be at the end of the month, okay? So I'm getting ready to shut this down. I'm going to be back. Give me 15 minutes, and then we'll come back, and we'll get started with game night. Again, y'all, rule number 1, it's all in fun. We just having a good time. It's just something to do on a Saturday night for me to give back to you guys and for us to have a good time. If you've never played Kahoot, I'll explain it. It's not hard. You will need a device. You will need a device, and the money is paid out in cash. I prefer Cash App, but if you do not have a Cash App, I will do I can do Zelle or PayPal, but I really do prefer if you guys have a Cash App. It's just easier that way. For me, at least it is. Okay. All right, you guys, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Go take your bathroom break. Get you something. Tracy is going to still be mixing drinks in the back. So go get you a drink and come on back to your seat, okay? All right. See y'all in 15 minutes. Tracy said this every man for themselves. Ooh, she dirty.